spending time with them,
Okay.
one-on-one, in sort of, so not everybody will come to, if a meeting is formal and there's like a board meeting or whatever, an audit committee or something else, it's the rules of the game are kind of set, and and then there's things that will not be said, and there's things that will be, so there's guidelines to the whole thing, and most of them are fairly or adopted from Western way of doing business. But you have to spend time. I used to do it just go meet people or smoke shisha or have coffee or maybe not necessarily talk about business, but just trying to establish a relation and a bit of trust. But more than anything else, trying to understand what kind of pressure are they under, right?
Okay.
My job is, in a way, is to make them look good, But who do they need to look good to, and based on what? Before anything else, in a society like Abu Dhabi, the way people look in the eyes of the leadership is by far the most important thing, right? And maybe I'm going to spend months on a business case that makes complete sense, and you cannot get, a finger in between the rationale or the logic. And we think like, well, I'm going to pass this because, I'm well prepared, all my numbers are right, I have a good presentation, my message is clear, and, this is an offer that nobody can refuse. But it doesn't work, because, at the end you think like, well, we can have a discussion, whatever, but logic will prevail. But what if logic doesn't prevail? Then I need to find out why it is, right?
That's the unexpected
That's the
consequences.
unexpected. And I guess you find out that there's a lot of forces at play. A lot of business is not decided in the boardroom. It's actually decided in the management.
Okay.
And I'm not there in the management. So I need to find out as much as I can about what's going on in those managements. And so that I can accommodate that interest somehow. Because I can put more pressure on the guy. And maybe he starts to sweat even harder.
Yes.
And I don't understand why he can't say yes. Right? Okay, so maybe I try it a different way, because at the end he will see the logic, right? Even he will get it.
Yes.
But he still says no. And then, but people act because they're smart. People don't act because they're stupid. Right?
Yeah.
So you can't do everything away with like, these people are just stupid. No. It means that there's something going on that I don't know about.
Right.
So I need to find out what that is.
Okay. When you are faced with these challenges, describe your thinking and behavior during these situations. Sometimes it's not a good feeling. Sometimes it's, I'm in the middle of a mess and I'm okay with it, or it's making me sweat. Tell me what you're thinking when you're in the ambiguous moments when the outcome of that case study wasn't working.
Well, yes, I mean, there's a sort of a frustration phase, I guess.
Frustration.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess you need to find your personal hill that you can run up to the top and scream for an hour or so. And then let the dust settle. And to me, I try to reflect it back on, okay, what is it I haven't seen? So, I mean, there's no point going back and hitting wall again. It's silly.
Yes.
Everybody else will get frustrated too. There's no point. So I try to find out. So there's frustration. There's probably a phase of reflection or something. And then I would get to work on, okay, let's see if I can find out why this is happening. More often than not, then I would find out.
Okay.
And then you have to decide, is this something I can influence or not? Sometimes you can. Sometimes, absolutely not.
Okay.
Because it's decided somewhere, at the top of the tree. And maybe I can engage somebody in the hierarchy, higher up, who can probe. But sometimes you just have to say, okay, that's how it is. So
you're doing a little bit of reflection and then alternative solution finding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes you just deselect.
Deselect. It's not moving forward this way.
Yeah, you got to pick your battles. I mean,
Yes.
if I'm trying to win business